Winning the lottery can be a life-changing event, but unfortunately, some lottery winners have made poor decisions that led to them losing their fortunes. Here are some of the dumbest way lottery winners have lost it all. Number 10. Callie Rogers. Callie Rogers, at just 16 years old, became one of the youngest lottery winners in the UK when she hit the jackpot in 2003, winning $3 million. Unfortunately, her story is a cautionary tale about the perils of youth, inexperience, and financial mismanagement. With her newfound wealth, Callie's life took a dramatic turn. At such a young age, she was ill-equipped to handle the responsibilities that came with managing a substantial sum of money. Instead of making wise investments or securing her financial future, Callie made a series of unfortunate decisions. One of the most significant mistakes she made was getting involved with the wrong people. She entered into a relationship with someone who did not have her best interest at heart. This relationship led to the birth of 2 children, which added financial strain to her already challenging situation. The rest of her fortune quickly dwindled away as Callie was in a lifestyle of partying, lavish vacations, and extravagant gifts for her friends. While these experiences may have been enjoyable in the short term, they ultimately left her with little to show for her once substantial wealth. Today, Callie Rogers works as a cleaning woman and faces the harsh reality of financial instability. Her story serves as a reminder of the importance of financial literacy and responsible financial planning, regardless of one's age. It highlights the consequences of making impulsive decisions, trusting the wrong people, and neglecting the long-term implications of sudden wealth. Callie's journey from a lottery winner to someone facing bankruptcy underscores the significance of seeking professional advice and managing windfalls with caution. Her story is a testament to the fact that wealth can be fleeting if not handled wisely, and it serves as a valuable lesson for others who may find themselves in similar circumstances. Number 9. Vivian Nicholson. Vivian Nicholson's life story reads like a roller coaster of riches, recklessness, and relentless twist of fate. In 1961, at the tender age of 25, she and her husband Keith struck gold, winning a substantial fortune of $4.5 million in Britain's football pools. Their journey from rags to riches ignited headlines worldwide, a rags to riches tale with a twist that no one could have foreseen. The Nicholsons had been struggling, earning just $10 a week between them, barely making ends meet. Then, incredibly, they correctly predicted the outcomes of 8 football matches, catapulting them into a life of opulence. But, as they say, easy come, easy go. Vivian's penchant for extravagant knew no bounds. She spent lavishly on luxurious homes, fancy cars, designer clothes, and a lifestyle befitting a Hollywood starlet. The fact that she couldn't even drive didn't deter her from acquiring a vast pink Cadillac, dyed to match her extravagant outfits. Then, in a cruel twist of fate, Keith died tragically in a car crash, leaving behind a hefty estate tax bill that Vivian struggled to pay. She battled in court for a portion of his estate, but the money soon vanished, as she generously lent a hand to anyone with a sob story. It turned out that her newfound wealth attracted more false friends than she could have imagined. Desperate and disillusioned, Vivian battled alcoholism, attempted suicide, and went through a string of marriages, some ending in tragedy. Her story was a reminder that money couldn't buy happiness, and the riches she once possessed had brought her more pain than joy. In the end, Vivian found herself bankrupt, a far cry from the international celebrity she had once been. She worked as a stripper, sold perfume, and in her later years resided in a nursing home. Her dramatic antics continued as she hung lacy lingerie on the washing line and even shimmied down a drain pipe to buy wine and chocolates for her fellow residents. Amidst the chaos, Vivian revealed that it wasn't the spending she regretted, but rather the loss of simpler times when she and Keith shared cigarettes and cherished each other's company. Her story, filled with wild ups and downs, serves as a cautionary tale about the perils of reckless spending and the fleeting nature of fortune, leaving us all to wonder, why did she let it slip away? Number 8. Gerald Muswagon. Gerald Muswagon's life took a tragic turn after he won a staggering $10 million Super 7 jackpot in Canada back in 1998. Within just 7 years, he squandered his entire fortune in a series of incredibly foolish decisions, ultimately leading to his untimely suicide in 2005. Muswagon's descent into financial ruin was swift and painful. He indulged in reckless spending on flashy cars, a new home that became a never-ending party zone, and excessive amounts of drugs and alcohol to maintain his extravagant lifestyle. Generosity, or perhaps naivety, led him to shower his friends with extravagant gifts, including 8 big-screen televisions in a single day. Despite his attempts to start a business, his lumber company, Gerald's Logging, couldn't generate enough sales to stay afloat. His failure only added to his mounting debts. Frustration and desperation drove him toward criminal activities. In 2000, Muswagon engaged in a high-speed car chase, reaching speeds over 111 miles per hour in his new Chevy Silverado, resulting in a 3-month jail sentence. 5 years later, he faced sexual assault charges, pleading guilty and receiving another 3-month sentence. His lawyer believed that Muswagon's lack of education played a significant role in his financial downfall. Hailing from Norway House with limited education, he struggled to manage his newfound wealth and responsibilities. With a tarnished criminal record, Muswagon's options dwindled. To support his girlfriend and 6 young children, he had to downsize his home and take up manual labor on a local farm, in extreme contrast to his previous extravagant lifestyle. His cousin, who had hoped for a better future for him, lamented his unfortunate choices. Gerald Muswagon's story serves as a poignant reminder of how a windfall of wealth can be frittered away recklessly, and in his case, tragically. His journey from lottery winner to financial ruin underscores the importance of financial education and responsible decision-making when faced with sudden wealth. Muswagon's legacy is a stark reminder of the dire consequences of poor choices and a lack of financial guidance. Number 7. Sharon Tirabassi. Sharon Tirabassi's story is a roller coaster of fortune and misfortune. Back in the day, she was living on welfare, struggling to make ends meet in Hamilton, Ontario. But then, in a stroke of incredible luck, she hit the jackpot, winning a whopping $10 million in the Lotto Super 7. As you can imagine, when you go from scraping by to being a millionaire, the temptation to enjoy the finer things in life can be overwhelming. And that's precisely what Sharon did. She went on a spending spree that would make anyone's head spin. Mansions, fancy cars, designer clothes, and extravagant vacations became her new norm. However, here's where the story takes a sharp turn. All that glitz and glamour came at a high cost. 9 years down the road, Sharon found herself in a situation she probably never could have imagined. The pile of cash she once had was now just a distant memory. In a bleak contrast to her days of luxury, Sharon had to start working part-time to support her family. She had 6 children to care for, and the financial security she once enjoyed had vanished. Instead of living in a grand mansion, she was now residing in a rented home, struggling to make ends meet. Sharon Tirabassi's tale serves as a powerful lesson about the importance of financial responsibility and planning, even in the face of newfound wealth. Her story highlights the dangers of splurging without considering the long-term consequences. It's a stark reminder that money, if not managed wisely, can slip through your fingers like sand, leaving you with little to show for it. Number 6. Billy Bob. Billy Bob, a devout Pentecostal preacher who made a living as a stock boy at Home Depot, had his prayers answered when he struck a gold with a $31 million lottery jackpot in 1997, as reported by Business Pundit. In the beginning, life couldn't have been sweeter for Billy Bob. He splurged on a ranch, snatched up 6 additional homes, and added some shiny new cars to his collection. The good times were rolling. However, as often happens to lottery winners, saying no became a near impossible task when friends and acquaintances came knocking, their hands extended. The constant requests for financial assistance started chipping away at his newfound wealth. As time went on, Billy Bob's life took a series of distressing turns. He went through a painful divorce, which undoubtedly added to the strain on his finances and emotions. Sadly, the tale takes a tragic twist as he eventually succumbs to the depths of despair, ending his own life. Billy Bob's story serves as a stark reminder of the challenges that can accompany sudden wealth. While hitting the jackpot is a dream come true for many, it can also be a nightmare if not handled with care. The inability to decline requests for help and the pressure to be a constant source of assistance to others can drain even the most substantial fortunes. In Billy Bob's case, his journey from a modest Home Depot stock boy to a multi-million-dollar lottery winner ended in tragedy. His story underscores the importance of financial wisdom, the ability to set boundaries, and seek professional guidance when managing newfound wealth. It's a poignant example of how, when not managed carefully, even the most significant windfalls can lead to devastating consequences. Number 5. E.B. Ronchioli. E.B. Ronchioli's story is undeniably tragic and filled with a series of unfortunate events. It all began when she struck gold with a $5 million lottery win. Initially, the newfound wealth led to a spree of extravagant spending. She bought her son a house, indulged in gambling, and generously handed over approximately $2 million to another son from a previous marriage. However, this tale takes a dark turn as the reckless spending continued and hidden personal issues came to light. Her husband, Joseph, found himself entangled in this web of financial mismanagement and personal turmoil. Their marriage was strained, and the financial situation grew increasingly dire. In a shocking and horrifying turn of events, Joseph was convicted of E.B.'s murder. She had been fatally injected with a lethal mixture of painkillers, and traces of alcohol were found in her system at the time of her death. It's a chilling reminder of how wealth, when not handled responsibly, can lead to tragic consequences. What adds to the sorrow of this story is the fact that Joseph's punishment seemed disproportionately light. In 2008, he was sentenced to just 7 years in prison for the murder of his wife, leaving E.B.'s family in a state of disbelief and frustration. E.B. Ronchioli's journey from a lottery winner to a victim of murder underscores the importance of responsible financial management, open communication within a family, and the potential dangers that can arise when wealth is mishandled. Her tragic story serves as a blatant reminder that the consequences of poor financial choices can extend far beyond monetary loss, leading to devastating and irreparable outcomes. Number 4. Tony Kuatak. Tony Kuatak's story is indeed a whirlwind of emotions and unfortunate circumstances. He was an undocumented immigrant residing in Georgia when he achieved the seemingly impossible by winning a substantial $750,000 in the lottery. However, due to his immigration status, he entrusted his boss, Eric Cervantes, to cash the winning ticket on his behalf. The twist in this tale lies in the actions of Cervantes, the owner of a business in Fort Valley, Georgia. Instead of doing what was right, he decided to keep the entire $750,000 prize for himself. He claimed that he had provided Kuatak with the money to purchase the ticket in the first place. The story took a legal turn as Kuatak, rightfully feeling wronged, decided to take legal action against Cervantes to reclaim his winnings. In a surprising turn of events, he managed to succeed in the legal battle, securing the $750,000 that was rightfully his. However, this story doesn't conclude on a happy note. Shortly after winning back his winnings, Kuatak's undocumented status was exposed. The very thing that had initially prevented him from claiming his lottery prize had now put him at risk of deportation. This roller coaster of events serves as a reminder of the complex and sometimes harsh realities faced by undocumented immigrants. Tony Kuatak's journey from a lottery win to a legal battle and the looming threat of deportation highlights the challenges and uncertainties faced by those living in a foreign country without legal status. It underscores the importance of understanding the legal implications of one's actions and circumstances, even in moments of unexpected fortune. Number 3. Christina Elizabeth Goodenow. Christina Elizabeth Goodenow's story initially seemed like a dream come true. She defied the odds and won a staggering $1 million on a $1 million jackpot ticket, a feat many of us can only fantasize about. However, this tale takes an unexpected turn, fitting right into our list of the dumbest lottery winners. What went wrong? Well, here's where it gets a bit baffling. Christina purchased the winning ticket using her boyfriend's late mother's credit card. As you can probably guess, that's not just a mistake, it's a crime. Investigators soon caught wind of this transgression, and it led to some dire consequences. Christina Goodenow found herself facing charges of identity theft and fraud, crimes that can carry severe penalties. In a cruel twist of fate, the money she had won was taken away from her, and she was swiftly sent to jail. Talk about a major buzzkill indeed. This story serves as a clear-cut reminder that even moments of incredible luck can be marred by poor decision-making and illegal actions. Winning the lottery should be a time of celebration and financial security, but for Christina Goodenow, it turned into a nightmare. Her journey from being a lottery winner to a convicted criminal highlights the importance of ethical behavior, legal responsibility, and understanding the consequences of one's actions. It's a cautionary tale about how ill-advised choices can lead to the loss of a life-changing windfall, leaving one not only without money, but also facing legal trouble and the heavy weight of regret. Number 2. Michael Carroll. At the tender age of 19, this young Englishman hit the jackpot, pocketing nearly $14 million. It was a dream come true, but as you might expect from our list of the dumbest lottery winners, things took a rather unfortunate turn. Initially, Carroll claimed that he wouldn't squander his newfound wealth on extravagant pursuits. However, reality told a different story. Lavish spending became the norm as he indulged in a spending spree that most could only imagine. He acquired a 50,000-pound BMW, a Mercedes, a lakeside mansion, and even steel balls, which he used in reckless acts like catapulting them into shop windows. But it doesn't end there. Carroll's spending also includes copious amounts of cocaine and encounters with escorts, a lifestyle that rapidly drained his fortune. His excessive partying and poor financial choices soon caught up with him, leading to the inevitable running out of money. The consequences of his actions didn't stop at financial ruin. His marriage ended in divorce, adding to the toll of his reckless behavior. The man who once held a multi-million-dollar jackpot in his hands found himself in dire straits. In a surprising twist of fate, Michael Carroll eventually found employment at a biscuit factory, an extreme contrast to his earlier life of excess. His journey from being a lottery winner to a cautionary tale serves as a stark reminder that money alone cannot guarantee happiness or wisdom. It underscores the importance of responsible financial management, restraint in spending, and the potential pitfalls that come with sudden wealth, making his story an unforgettable chapter in the annals of lottery winners who lost it all. Number 1. Evelyn Adams. Evelyn Adams, a New Jersey resident, defied the odds in a way that most can only dream of. She won the lottery not once, but twice. What's even more astonishing is that these wins happened in consecutive years, amounting to a staggering $5.4 million windfall. It was the kind of luck most people can't fathom. However, as the saying goes, easy come, easy go, and sadly, that's precisely what happened. Evelyn's downfall was rooted in her compulsion for gambling, a habit that led her to squander most of her lottery fortune in the glitzy casinos of Atlantic City. The allure of the games proved too strong, and her winnings slowly trickled away, leaving her with much less than she started with. But it wasn't just her own penchant for risky bets that eroded her wealth. Evelyn was exceptionally generous with her newfound riches, sharing her money with family and friends. While generosity is a noble trait, it also contributed to her financial unraveling. Before she realized it, the once fortunate lottery winner found herself in dire straits, with her fortune evaporated. She ended up living in a trailer park, a far cry from the life of luxury that her lottery wins had briefly promised. Evelyn's story serves as an example of how luck alone cannot secure lasting financial stability. It raises questions about the responsibility that comes with great fortune and the consequences of compulsive behaviors. Could she have avoided this fate? What lessons can we learn from her story about managing sudden wealth and resisting the allure of risky behaviors? Her tale is a captivating reminder that winning the lottery, even twice, does not guarantee a life of prosperity if one doesn't tread carefully. Winning the lottery can be a dream come true, but it's also a tremendous responsibility. It's a windfall that can change lives, for better or worse. These stories remind us that luck alone is not enough. Wisdom, restraint, and a clear understanding of the implications of wealth are crucial. Now, we'd like to hear from you. Have you ever faced a financial windfall, big or small? How did you handle it? What lessons have you learned from these stories of lottery winners who lost it all? Share your thoughts, experiences, and insights in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay connected for more intriguing stories and valuable insights.